Hey everybody, how's it going? This is Melinda. I hope everybody's having a really good day. We're having a beautiful day here today, so I just thought it'd be a really great day to make a quick video. I just want to show some of the records that are very special in my collection, whether it be sentimental or of value. And so I wanted to do that today, and I'm going to start out with a record that's very special to me and I'm very thankful to have in my collection. It is Buckingham Nicks. I already had a copy of this in my collection, but it was a little bit of a beater copy, so I always knew it was going to be a replacement copy. And anyway, this is what makes this one so special. It is a promotional copy of this album. And I can tell you it just absolutely plays wonderfully, sounds great. Here's the gatefold. It's never been completely opened up. And there's the back. And it has an incredible sound. Lindsey Buckingham's guitar work on this album is so beautiful and so great, but it requires a little bit of a quiet press, so I was thrilled to find this beautiful press of this, just absolutely in great condition. And what also makes this promotional copy so special is it came with a little letter. Let me pull it out, and I'll just hold it up for you and maybe just read a couple little parts on it. It's just a little release, promotional release that came with the record. It says, Buckingham Nicks are an exciting young duo whose perfectly blended voices are sure to be filling the airwaves, concert halls, and living rooms for a long time to come. And man, were they not kidding on that one. Buckingham Nicks introducing a great new duo that can do it all. And very, very, very correct. I mean, Stevie Nicks sounds wonderful. Her voice is excellent on this, and I really love Lindsey Buckingham too. I am a huge fan of the Fleetwood Mac Buckingham Nicks years, so I'm very, very happy to add that one to my collection. The next one I'm going to show, this is the Rolling Stones Great Hits, and this is a German copy, and it does have just a lot of the very, very early songs by the Rolling Stones. It has Yesterday's Papers, Mother's Little Helper, Route 66, or Route 66. And it's just a really cool little great hits album to own. It is a German press, so it does sound very well. Here is the Decca label for it. So anyway, I just really love having this in my Rolling Stones collection. The next one I'll show is a little bit of a sentimental favorite. It's not necessarily worth a lot of money. This is my first record I've ever owned by Uriah Heep. And really by the sounds of this, they are in my wheelhouse of songs and records that I would really like. So this is a really good band. I've heard about them a lot. I just personally wanted this one because there is a song on here called Come Away Melinda, which I thought was pretty cool to have a song with my name. So I found this and picked it up. Here's the gatefold in the back. So anyway, I just thought it was really neat to have a record with my name on it. Tom Petty has written a song named Melinda too. So I'm really happy to have the Uriah Heep record in my collection. And I'll just move on. This is Paul McCartney's Ram album. And this one's special because it's on a colored vinyl. He has been doing a series on releasing all his records on colored vinyl. This one is a really cool version. It's a really pretty yellow color, almost a lime green, kind of in between yellow and lime green. Ram is not my favorite album by Paul McCartney, but it's one of them. My favorite has to be Band on the Run. So anyway, I'm really happy to have this one on a beautiful colored vinyl. The next one I'm going to show I did recently pick up, and my heart just started beating when I found it. And first off I thought is, oh yay for me, and then the next thing I thought of is, oh, Billy Hurst would be so proud, because you can't not see this record and not think of Billy Hurst. I think it's one of his very favorites, and he's very happy to show it on his channel too. And this is Keith Whitley's Don't Close Your Eyes. And just an absolute talent gone way too soon. And it's in pretty good shape. They go for a lot of money. I was surprised. I did not pay a lot of money for this, but they do sell for a lot of money. And he died in the very, very early 90s, before the big country kick really took in. but his music was still all over the airwaves at the time. The song Don't Close Your Eyes was a huge hit. And also there's a beautiful version of When You Say Nothing at All on here. I think after he did it, Alison Krauss did it. And there's another version that's on the Notting Hill soundtrack, and I can't think of the person's name that did that version. They're all great, and I think Alison Krauss did a really excellent job. But Keith Whitley's is my sentimental favorite. I really love his rich, smoky country voice. I just thought he was an incredible talent, and again, gone way too soon. So anyway, really happy to have Keith Whitley's Don't Close Your Eyes. The next one I'm going to show is kind of in my Van Halen wheelhouse. This is David Lee Roth's Eat 'Em and Smile. This is the album he made right after Van Halen. He left Van Halen, or Van Halen kicked him out. I don't really know how the story goes for sure. But this is just a beautiful Japanese press of it. Here is I just think it's gorgeous. It is in beautiful, beautiful shape. And it is an original. Here's the back. This really does, the copy I had before of this was a record club pressing. So when I put this one on, I could immediately tell a better sound. And I really love this album. I'm not a big fan of David Lee Roth's solo records, but I'm a huge fan of this one. I thought this one was absolutely fantastic, and I'm really happy to have a Japanese press of it. Okay, and the next one I'm going to show, I just want to say I watch a lot of videos of, we have a lot of really great knowledgeable Beatles fans who do videos on YouTube, and I'm just so grateful and thankful. I have learned so much from each and every one of you. The person I'm going to bring up today is Joe, Mean Mr. Mayo. I have watched a lot of his videos, and when I first got into the Beatles, I bought a lot of records that were sealed and in excellent condition, and my plan was I was going to buy these records, open them up, and be assured that I had really clean copies. And I watched a video right before I was going to open them up by Joe, and Joe made a very respectful argument about why, if you have a sealed copy of a Beatles album, to please leave it sealed, because there's collectors out there who like to collect the sealed copies. And if it's a common record where that you can easily find an open copy, he made the argument maybe to keep it sealed. He's not telling anybody what to do, he's just making that suggestion. Well, I took it to heart and I thought about it. And I went ahead and left them sealed for a while, and sure enough, as I went out shopping, I found these very, very readily, and if you look close enough, you can find some in good shape. So I left these sealed, and I am so glad I did. So now I have a couple really cool copies of Beatles records that are sealed, and this one is the Beatles' second album. It is a gold record, has the gold record award, so it's not a first press or anything. Has the old sticker from whatever it sold for back in the day, but it's completely sealed. As you can see, all the white is still white. It's a very, very gorgeous copy of this record. So I'm glad I left that sealed. And also I have just one more to show. It's the early Beatles, and again, you do find these very readily. I have another copy of it that sounds great, but it is hard to, once you take that seal off, it is hard to keep this beautiful, pristine white. And I'm just really glad to have these beautiful copies of these sealed Beatles records. So thank you, Joe, and thank you to all of the Beatles people who are making great videos. I really appreciate everything you've taught me. The next one I'm going to show is an original master recording, and this is of Steve Miller Band's Fly Like an Eagle. And this is a really special record. I have Abracadabra, and then I have a Greatest Hits compilation. So when I saw this one, this particular album is probably my favorite by him. And oh my goodness, it just sounds incredible. The quality of the guitar sound is great. He starts out with this space intro that goes right into Fly Like an Eagle. You know, sometimes you can hear that on the radio stations. And anyway, this is just a beautiful copy of it. This Fly Like an Eagle and Rockin' Me and Taking the Money and Run, they're very special songs to my childhood. It takes me right back to being in my bedroom playing with my dolls or cutting out things for my scrapbook. We would have the windows up in the summertime, or and the fan on, and our neighborhood friends, the kids, they wouldn't even come to our front door. They would just come to our window and start yelling for us. So it just really brings back some really special memories of childhood. And it was just an incredible, incredible way to listen to this beautiful, great music. This was a great album by Steve Miller Band. So I'm really happy to have that in my collection too. And the last one I'm going to show, this is really special, and I'm really happy to have this one. This is Led Zeppelin's Physical Graffiti. It is a Japanese press, and it is in excellent condition, just really, really great. I'll go ahead and just take it out of the packaging so you can see everything. The records are just, you can't call it mint because it's not sealed, but it is as close to mint. Every one of them. There's not a scratch on them. They're just beautiful copies. And I really love Led Zeppelin. This is probably maybe my third favorite or second favorite. Led Zeppelin 3. Led Zeppelin 2 is my favorite. Led Zeppelin 3 and Physical Graffiti maybe tie for second. I'm not really sure. But anyway, here's the records. And they sound great. Here's the inserts. And here's the next one. And then here are some of the, you can see the Japanese writing on them. Just open up, really cool. So. Here's the next one. I'm having a hard time opening these. Well, anyway, I'll just show you this part. Anyway, I love having the Japanese pressings. And so anyway, really happy to have this. And anyway, I really appreciate y'all taking the time to watch today. And please subscribe, and most importantly, please leave your comments, because I really enjoy the conversations I get to have with each and every one of you. So thank you for your support, and everybody have a really great day. Take care. Bye-bye.